It is Monday of the week. Of course it is. I did get the job I interviewed on Friday, and I am happy about it. I'm also feeling a lot more guilt and anxiety because I had another interview today, and I did call and cancel it and told him I appreciated the opportunity. I do think it was something I would have gotten, and he seemed like a really nice guy. I mean, maybe I wouldn't have gotten it. I just feel confident in that, so I feel guilty for kind of letting him down. I feel like this new one is a good place for me, even though I'm nervous. I think nervous is normal, though, when you start at a new place. Even though I'm confident in my ability, I'm just naturally a nervous, anxious person when it comes to new environments, like most people. So I am excited. I also am feeling guilty over that situation. And then I will tell the people I'm close with tomorrow. I did submit my 2-week today to my managers, but I'll tell the people that I'm closer with tomorrow. And I feel guilty about that as well. I know this is good for me and this is a good move on my end. It's just hard not to think about the other people. So I might seem like I'm a little down, but I'm not. I am excited. That emotion is just kind of taking over everything right now. It's my lunch break. I have to head out in about 15 minutes. I think I do need the day just to be over work-wise so I can focus a little bit more on lifting my own spirits back up, because I really have nothing to feel bad about. This is a normal part of life. Even canceling an interview because you accepted a number job is normal. It's not like I could have done both of them either way. But I wanted to check in. We have our workout tonight, our dog walk. I really want to start the new season on Netflix. I don't have Netflix anymore, and I'm not going to pay for the subscription, but I really do want to watch the new season of Squid Games because I really like that show. We'll see. I'm going to do something tonight to not make myself feel so stinking guilty. This is so ridiculous how guilty I feel. I literally haven't done anything. And my notifications are going crazy. Oh, Day's out running the house this lunch period, and he is on a mission. Hi, buddy. Bearded dragons are a lot smarter than I think they get credit for. They are derpy, but when they want to be by me, they'll follow me from room to room, because we were just sitting in my bedroom. And I came in here because I was like, I need to do my check-in. We're on day 6. Good news, I did not think I would have a new job that quick. I did look into a field where I have experience, so that helps, but I didn't think it would happen that quick. I'm beyond grateful to God and just really thankful it happened. Now I need to let myself not feel guilty about it. It's good to try to better yourself. So that's where we're at. It's a good thing. I think once I give myself just let it go, I'll be fine. But that's where we're at. I do want to just get through the day, focus on getting the goals I need, and then probably take a little more time to myself tonight just to calm down. We will see. I'll check in later. I do want to check in a little bit more and maybe get some B-roll. But that is where we're at. And sorry I keep looking away. I'm just watching him run circles around this room. But I am gonna chill for 10 more minutes and then I'm gonna go back to work. And I will check in later. My cousin might come over tonight. She doesn't work today, but she has a chiropractor appointment. And she needs to grocery shop and do a bunch of stuff. But if she did it right now, it should be done by 5, because I told her I can't hang out until 5 just to make sure my workout gets in. If I have to walk Ted when it's dark, that's okay. I live in a safe area. I just don't like to when it's dark. And because it's a lot colder now. It's set and cold. I don't even know what the temperature is today. I think it was 16 degrees, so it's a little bit better, but it's cold. One of our people at work is off today, so I have to help with that overflow, and it is just temperature effects where I work, so it is busy. But I'm gonna go do that and tell myself everything's good, because it is good. And that is our check-in. Hello, it is still Monday. I am here with my evening check-in. My cousin did end up coming over tonight, and I was just checking my rings. She did end up coming over tonight, and we are kind of doing some of our year 2025 together, so that's really nice to have someone to hold me accountable. My dad is a little bit, and then her and I are going to do more together, so it'll be even more. Right now in January, our big things are just creating the habits is kind of the whole goal of January. She is more starting today, because we talked about it last week, or Friday, when I did DoorDash for the first time doing it together. So I'm on the EveryDollar with Dave Ramsey. I got her on that. She's just on the free one to do that with her budget. And then I'm gonna help her every time she gets paid, because she is every other week. I'm every week right now. For some reason, it's always easier when it's someone else, but we're going to help each other stay accountable. And I'm just going to help her with that, because laying things out like that is a little more new to her. So for this month, I'm going to help her, and then she'll have it in no time. And then we both have our meal plans for the week. And on Saturday at 11, we're going to go grocery shopping. So our goal is to lay out what we want our meal plan to look like next week. And we're either going to each make a meal and then split the portions in half to make it more interesting, or maybe next week we'll just do what we want and do that later, but that was an idea. And goals are kind of the same in terms of what we're doing together is debt, meal planning, overall health, and just happiness. We kind of have the same ones. So I think that'll be nice to have a little buddy to do that. It is like 8 o'clock now. She was supposed to come over at 5, but she came over at 4:30. She was early. I said 5 just because I wanted to get my workout in. I switched to the Job 1 on Beachbody. I was doing Fire and Flow last week, and I've done that one before, and I love that workout plan. But for some reason, it did not click for me last week. I switched over to Job 1, which is 5 days a week, and then they're around 20 minutes. It's nothing crazy, but the whole point is to get the routine. So I'm going to do that one first, and then I'm also doing my walks. Ted and I are going to continue to go out with the temperature. Right now there isn't snow on the ground, but I do want to monitor his feet. So walks are anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. Yesterday it was like 6 or 9 degrees, so it was like 10 minutes. But that was also because I did not put his no-pull harness on, and I screwed myself over there. So that's about 40 minutes of activity. And that is just, walks is every day I want to get in the habit of. And then the workouts, we're just going to do the 5 for the 4 weeks. And then in February, we will pick a new plan. I'll probably go to Fire and Flow, and we will take it from there. But I'm feeling good there. I'm feeling good having people in my corner. I did check my progress of this video to see if anyone watched it. And I really like that I had some, so that makes me feel like even more accountability that people like watched it. And I kind of need to make sure I follow through on what I say. We have the new job, which is still freaking crazy, and I can't believe it. I did talk to her about my guilt a little bit with having to call off the other interview and then having to tell the people I work with tomorrow. It is about bettering yourself. So I feel more excited now and happy about it. But yeah, that's where we're at. I would say today was a great day. Overall, it was a good day. I'm going to clean up. Tomorrow I'm going to work my butt off to get some stinking B-roll so it's not boring, bad lighting clips of me talking. My stand should be here Saturday because I did with my Christmas money, because anyone knew I'm on a no spend. With my Christmas money, I got a few items. I actually took a couple off because I didn't need them. I just wanted them. The only thing I wanted that I got out of this bunch was a better tripod to put my phone on. The one I have is just a little one like this, and it's mostly just to angle or keep my camera flat. This one was like 16 bucks. It had like 1,500 reviews. It can stand up tall, which I think will help with getting different angles and the lighting when it changes like this. And it actually came with 2 lights on it, which I think will help in this situation where half my face is in shadow. So that will come in handy. I am excited about that. And then the other items were more, in my last vlog, I talked about a gate thing that separates my trunk from my back seat for my dog, just to keep him in a more, it's kind of like kenneling him in the trunk, but he has a little bit more room, just for safety reasons. And then I got a multivitamin for my lizards, because that is something bearded dragons need. And I'm going to double check if my gecko needs it, because their diets are different. But if it doesn't hurt, I'm going to give it to him dusted once in a while. And then the last item was something I did need. Ted broke my curtain rod that was above my window in the living room. It wasn't like an expensive curtain rod. It was one of like the wire ones you put it through. But it's still my curtain rod here. So I bought one that sits in a rack. And it'll also stay here when I do move out, because I wrecked the other one, so I need to replace it. But it'll be a little bit easier for my landlord and them to move it on and off and do things in the future. So it's kind of like a win-win. Not something Ted can break. I did rearrange my living room, so Ted can't get to that window anymore. But if for some reason it did, he can't wreck that. It can't be torn from the wall. It is what it is. So I'm excited to that, because then I can close that window again. And that's just the living room. So it's not really a crazy haul. But we will see those things on Saturday. But that is my check-in. And look at me. I'm literally sweating again. I run so warm. I think the heat rises really bad. I even turned down the heat because I think it rises. But I just hate how warm I get. But I am going to clean up, because I did work out. My cousin actually went for the walk with me, so that was good. We were only out a little over 15 minutes because it is like, so it's only 12 degrees, so it is very cold. Our faces were very red, even with earmuffs and gloves and coats on. And I do want to make sure Ted, he seemed fine, but you know, you gotta watch. I'm thinking about boots still. But that is day 6 wrapped up, Monday the 6th of January 2025, and I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow I don't have any company, so I'll have more time to do things. The rest of the evening, it's 8:09 now, I'm going to pick up the kitchen, wind down, maybe just watch some videos for myself, maybe read a little bit. I'm between 2 different books that I will share in the morning. I haven't really started either of them, but I think they're going to be my 2 picks for this week. And then I'm still listening to my rereads that I won't do, but hopefully we can do that as well. But that is where we are, and I will be back tomorrow. Hey guys, we are here with day 8. Alexa, what's the day?
Today is Wednesday, January 8th, 2025.
Okay. Hey guys, day 8. We're mixing up. We're gonna have to start writing it down. I'm here for a little book update. Feel a lot better this morning. Home on lunch. Really into my brown sugar oats I'm making from home. With just, the good old rolled oats, some light brown sugar, milk, and then I put banana and peanut butter in it, and it's just the best. I decided to read If He Had Been With Me. And I've watched a few people who do reading vlogs when they read this for reading sad books. So I'm really nervous. I just want to know what happens. I'm already this far in. I started it today. My Goodreads will probably say I started it yesterday because I read the first chapter. I am 120 pages in, a little bit more than that now. And this is about a girl named Autumn. and she's in high school now, and she has her own boyfriend and group of friends. And it kind of talks about this boy named Finn, who is her next door neighbor, and they grew up as best friends until they kind of hit high school. And they grew up as best friends because their parents were best friends. And it's kind of about what would happen if he had been with her. I don't really know. But you can tell she is in love with him, and you can tell he does feel the same way, but just growing in different directions when they got to high school has pulled them apart. Like she is more like, she calls herself the weird girl, more just like different than the norm, and he is the standard jock, very good at sports. And it kind of is following them, and it is kind of following them now through high school. In the beginning, you kind of get a little bit of their friendship, and now this point through, we are in their second semester of sophomore year or 10th grade. And we're following that part, and you kind of get some interactions with them as they're growing up and how things are changing, and seeing like how she feels about him and the things he'll do in the background. But they run in different circles, and then she'll reflect on the past. So it's very hard to describe what's going on, but there's this one quote in chapter 22 when she is sick on finals day, the semester before Christmas, and she's like feeling really sick. And it says, "I bolt out of my seat and run from the door with my hand over my mouth. Mr. Legaugen," I don't know how to say his last name, "steps to the side as I barrel past him. 'Jamie Finn, sit back down, please,' I hear him say as I run into the hall." And I like that Finn got up. So Finn is her childhood best friend. Jamie is her boyfriend. And I'm really liking it. I am really scared because the first chapter opens with a car accident. It seems like the both of them are fine. And she isn't in the car accident. Finn is, and then his girlfriend that he's on and off with is. But that's what we're reading. I will check in when I read more. So far, I really like it, but I'm also scared because I'm nervous about how it ends. So we shall see. But that is my check-in. Check-in. I wasn't too productive yesterday. My hair is curled. I just need to figure out how to style the top part of my head. So I always clip it back, but I think it looks a lot nicer today. It's a lot prettier. Outside of my little bun part. I don't know. I like it. But I do want to say, I do need to film more clips of what I'm doing. I have successfully worked out and was more active with Ted the last 3 days, which is just going for our walks. I am glad that I'm easing my way into all these goals I have and focusing more on like my habits in January of just like my eating and my workouts. And I decided I'm going to stay there for the month just to get that full routine in effect. And maybe I'll talk about that later, but it is kind of making me a little bit tired to work and then come home and have to do like, not a big deal because people do it, but just getting into the habit again just kind of takes some of my energy out of me. But I wanted to do a little reading update. I did finish this. If he had been with me, I didn't know what was going to happen to the guy, but I was kind of hoping it wouldn't happen. I'm not going to spoil it. If you've read it, you know, or if you've heard about it, you know. It is really sad. There is a second book that kind of follows from the male's point of view, or the main male character Finn's point of view for a part of the book, and then some other characters about the aftermath of what happens at the end of this book. I am not ready to read that because I know that this was sad and kind of knew what happened. I didn't cry, but I did feel heartache because they finally got together. Like they're finally gonna be together, and I am curious about the storylines of some other characters and how Autumn, where her story takes her. But I am not going to read the second one anytime soon. I'm glad I read it, gave it 4 stars. I am reading The Raven Boys now. I had read this years ago, and I know I did. And I'm somebody who, when I read books, I'm not great with names, so I'll forget a lot of names, but I don't really forget plots of books. I can remember the gist of what I've read, and I cannot remember this book. Like, I remember parts, but not enough, and I'm pretty sure I finished it, but for some reason, it's like not sticky in my head. Like, it's slowly little bits are coming back, but nothing like, usually if I pick up a book, which is weird, that I read maybe 10 years ago, I can remember a semblance of what the plot line was and where things ended. Or like if I pick it up and think I'll reread it, I can remember most of what happens. Not that I don't want to reread them, but like this one is just like blank. And I don't know why. Because I think I liked it. So I'm reading The Raven Boys. I'm on chapter 29. Not chapter 29. Page 29, chapter 3. I'm trying to figure out what year this was published. 2012 this came out. But this is about a girl named Blue who lives in a family of clairvoyants. She has been told since she was young that she'll be the one that causes her true love to die by a kiss, I believe it is. And then our other character is a group of 4 boys, the Raven Boys, and Gansey, who I want to say Gansey is this one. He's kind of the leader of the 4. He is looking for the ley lines and like some lost treasure. And it's kind of, I believe they pick up Blue as part of their crew and they're looking for this. And I don't remember anything after that. So far, we just got, you know, the regular startup of a book. Blue always helps her mother at the cemetery on April 25th, which is St. Mark's Day, I believe. And they collect the names of the people in the cemetery that are going to die within that year. And this year she goes with her aunt, and Blue basically amplifies her family's clairvoyancy, but she doesn't actually have any. But this year she sees one of the ghosts, and it ends up being our guy Gansey. And her aunt goes with her instead of her mother this year, and she says that the only reason someone who doesn't see the dead would see this is if they killed them or if it's their true love. So we've got that. And then Gansey also has been following these ley lines, and that same night he's like filming because he doesn't have any clairvoyancy either, and he picks up himself talking, which is the same conversation that Blue has with Gansey. So that's where we're at. Not really spoilers because that happens in the first 30 pages. But that kind of gives you an idea. The Raven Boys go to a really prestigious school. I am not going to say the school's name because I don't know how to say it. But it's like, I'm going to try to say Eling. I can't. It starts with an A. But they go to a private school, a really rich school. And it doesn't sound like this town's very big. But it's an all boys boarding school where wealthy kids go. But that is where we are, and that is what I am reading. I like how they're both blues. But this was miserably sad. I loved this book, though. Like, it's more than just a romance. It says, like, if you look at it on Amazon, it's a friends to lovers, which kind of is part of it, but it's also so much more than that. It just, like, follows her through her whole life and then a lot of her high school life. And it does follow how they finally get together, but it's more about growing up and going through life. But it was good. So that is where we're at. I'm gonna chill for a little bit and then I will be back later. Hey guys, I am back. I'm a little bit of a mess. It is still Thursday, January 9th, day 9 of the new year, about 7:40. I think I mentioned in my last update, because I haven't really been filming any of it. I don't really want to film my workouts or anything. Sorry, my hair's a disaster because it was in a top bun, but it was like sitting right here and I looked crazy. So we're just going to have to deal with the mess. I'm about to shower and clean up anyway. I don't know if I'll wash my hair because I don't wash it. I only wash it like twice a week, but it's just a mess and that's fine. I'm here to kind of do a check-in update. I have for the last I'm not working out every day. My goal right now is to make the habits to work out at least 5 days a week and then to walk Ted at least 5 to 6 days a week. The weekends are a little different because I travel around more and he comes with me. So he gets outside and gets his running. It just might not always be a walk. But that is my goal right now. Last week we were successful. I did start his activity last week when it was still December, because I think it would have been Monday the 30th. So I did that, and then my workouts started on New Year's. I have worked out Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday last week, and then I will do it I have done it every day up until today. I am doing a Beachbody workout program. I know there's I guess there's not really controversy around the actual workouts. I don't know. It doesn't matter. My dad and I share an account. I don't do anything else more than just the workouts. So it's nothing else. It just, I find it the easiest and works the best into my schedule right now. I'm going to work kind of on those workouts and then we'll take it as the months pass. But down the road, I might get a gym membership again with my cousin because she wants to, once she gets in the habit, she wants to go to the gym, but she doesn't want to go alone. So I think I would go back with her. But I just want to feel better before we worry about that step. And we have different goals before we worry about putting money towards the gym membership. But we have been doing really good with those. Eating's been going really well. And then the other big thing this month is we're following our spending plan, our budget, all of that stuff. So far, so good. I know it's only been a week and a half, but I haven't had any problems yet. There are itches where I want to grab a coffee because I am taking out cash for my pets' necessities, my food, and my gas for the week. And then I have I don't know how much. I have somewhere between $15 and $18 left of last week's budget towards food or pets or whichever one I need it to be. It's somewhere in there. And I keep thinking, well, you could get a coffee because I wouldn't be using my debit card, but I'm not doing that. The goal isn't even to just get out of that habit, but to kind of just leave all the purchases and stuff behind in January and just watch. And I think just breaking that habit, especially when it comes to eating out, will help. I've never been horrible about it. There would be weeks where I was terrible, a week at a time. But outside of that, it's never been a consistent thing, but you can save a lot doing that. I think at some point I am going to put it back in my budget just when I go out with friends or whatever to get a bite to eat, but this month is a no-go and we are doing great so far. Tomorrow I'm going to do DoorDash again by myself this time, so I'm kind of nervous. I don't know if it's something that's going to move into February, but I said I would do it every Friday in January, so it'll be the second time. But Saturday morning, my cousin and I are going grocery shopping, so I decided to make my meal plan tonight in case come tomorrow I just don't want to, because I'll probably come home, walk Ted, do my workout, head out, dash. I'm only doing it for 2 hours, and then by then it's between 7 and 8, come home, chill, hang out, because I still want to give myself me time. I know if I do too much, I'm just gonna face plant. So meal plan is ready. I am taking that leftover cash I have from last week's budget and it can go into this week's grocery budget. So her and I are going together because we're doing some of our goals together, like I've mentioned. But I did plug everything I'm looking at because I didn't budget right for salmon last time. I am just going to get frozen salmon. It works a little bit better for what I'm working at right now with the goals I have. But I plugged everything into Target, even though we'll probably go to Target, but we're going to a few different places. But I plugged everything in there just to see where I ended up with my meal plan. I am going to get salmon and shrimp and then chicken. And I just looked at the Target prices to see where I would be at, kind of like I mentioned. And I might split up the salmon and the chicken and or the salmon and the shrimp and just do half of each bag for next week's prep. And then my chicken. Depends what I find. We are going to go to Aldi's, so I might get a big $10 pack there. It doesn't matter. That's what the budget is kind of looking like. So I have my meal plan here on my grocery list. I don't have the link for this if anyone wondering, but I got this off Amazon. And then my meal plan is here. I don't have this Saturday. I kind of put the dates by it so I know. Mine starts on Sunday just because Saturday I usually have breakfast here. And then I'm grocery shopping and I got other stuff to do, so I probably won't eat my 2 meals here. And then I start on Sunday. And then the other 5 days of the week, I only have 2 meals. I have 2 extra meals with all the meal prepping, or maybe it's just 1. But I only have my oatmeal and eggs and English muffin for breakfast option because I don't eat until around 10. Well, oatmeal I usually don't eat around till 10. And I do just heat that up at work and eat it. If I do my eggs and muffin, that would be around between 6 and 7 when I eat. So I might want 3 meals that day. Otherwise, I've noticed when I eat my oatmeal between we'll say 9:30 and 10:30, I'm not hungry for lunch. And then when I get home, I do my workout and I eat my dinner. And then I have been last week I bought these Outshine bars from Target in the tangerine flavor. And that has actually helped my cravings greatly. That or one of these. I don't really like these. I'm getting English muffins next time. This whole experience is about eating healthier, which I am. I don't know. I think I'm doing a good job, and we did well last week. We do our weigh on Sunday, so we'll see. But I am feeling really good. I'm feeling a lot better. But that is our meal plan. So just if you see the gaps, when it's a work week, it's just not as likely that I will eat 3 meals. We will see if I do the same thing on Sunday, but I just eat a later breakfast, so I don't have as much of an interest. If I'm hungry, I will have it. But that is kind of my check-in. I'm gonna get cleaned up, clean this kitchen up. Dishwasher is finally good. I'm glad it's good. I was kind of not upset for myself, but I can't imagine I have a really good landlord. And I love living here. I think they're really great people as well. I'm not a difficult person either, but I'm just glad that that's fixed for them because the plumbing or something happened and my lady who lives below me, I think I've said, I'm the upper unit, she's the lower, we're the only 2 units, and then my landlord, they live over in the house next to me. But she's not around as much. You don't see her very often, just once or twice a month. And something happened with my sink when I was running water and dishes, and it didn't back up here, but it flooded down there in the kitchen. So I'm glad that's fixed for them because that's just a disaster and a mess. But that is good. So I can do dishes and get that all cleaned up because I don't like when that stacks up. But I'm feeling better. I am cleaning out. I kind of got all my things I need to bring home from my job put aside. Next week will be my last full week. So I think I'm going to bring home some of that. And then there are just some papers that don't need to be there that I'm going to throw all those out, get them recycled. But yeah, I'm a lot more excited now. I've been excited for the new job the whole time, but I feel more excited now. Just because the guilt was eating at me for a couple days and just anxiety and stress. But now I'm starting to feel better, and that makes me really happy because I don't like when I get like that. It can really, I don't know, anyone who suffers with that, or even, I guess, depression, you know how I guess it can take you out, but it didn't. I did push through. Even the 2 days, like Tuesday and Wednesday, when I was really having a hard time, because yesterday I didn't film a lot, I did my workout, I took Ted for his walk, I got it done, and then I just stopped. But my thing is, I'm doing it. I feel like 2025 is going to be a great year, and I'm actually excited to vlog it. Saturday, I have a family picnic after my grocery shopping. But I'll have my cool little tripod that day, and that'll be exciting. I'll finally have my proper dog gate to put in my car, which I'm excited about. I think those are only 2 things. The other things are for the lizards or to replace my curtain rod, but I'm excited. Tomorrow's Friday, day 10 of 300 and something days. But we're gonna do great, and I hope anyone who else has goals out there, just take it one step at a time. It's not a race. It's not about anyone else but you and what you want, and you are the only one who can do it for yourself. Even with all the support in the world, you do have to do it for you. So I'm just breaking down my big New Year's resolutions goals into a month at a time, or I do the year, then quarters, and then I'm just looking at the month, and I'm not worrying about what April's gonna be. Right now, it's about January. So for anyone who watches this, thank you. I'm just rambling now. The quality's not too great, but this is just the video diary. So thank you. But I'm gonna go for the night. I'll probably be back tomorrow, and I did get some B-roll, so that's good. But see you guys later. Out last week's vlog. Friday and Saturday I was just busy back to back to back, and I kind of space filming. Friday it was snowing a lot, and I wanted to be lazy and not DoorDash, but I made myself do it, so that is great. And then Saturday I was busy. I went grocery shopping in the morning, then I had a family thing, and then I played a video game with my cousin and one of her friends for a little bit. What else was it? And then Sunday, I filmed a ton of B-roll, but I didn't talk at all. There's some meal prep. I'll put up a couple pictures of the meal ideas this week. I did try both of them yesterday. Super good. Really happy with those. My stinking Amazon order was supposed to come today, but then it didn't. And I don't know what's going on with Amazon. I don't know if it's with the holiday change. I'm really weird about money, and I won't leave a lot of money on my debit card, so I placed my Amazon order. And then it said Monday, but it does this weird thing where if I do it a week in advance, it doesn't take out the money until way later. And the delivery date changed twice, and it took it out at one point, but it must have put it back. So then I've been doing my plan, and my mind didn't calculate it, and I put it towards one of my debts I'm trying to pay off, so I don't have it anymore to go back and revise the payment. So I just canceled those items, and we have it in our spending plan for February, since January is a no-buy, because that was like Christmas money for those Amazon items. And I'm really disappointed, and I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't notice. But my spending plan went fine. I just calculated extra and completely did not think that that payment never came out. I don't even know if it came out and went back. I think it never came out, because that happens where they'll wait until my items are like packaged and then they take the money, and it's like days later, and it really confuses me, because usually Amazon's like snap, you know, quick. But with the holidays, I think it slows everything down. So I'm kind of really bothered by that. But it's not a big thing. It's nothing I need. It's just things I would have liked to situate it in the house, things I wanted. So we will do that next month when I actually create a budget for spending, because I'm not, like I said, it's a no spend. We do have a little haul that I'm going to do in my next vlog. This is with my Shields gift card from work Christmas. So that is kind of the only purchase we'll be seeing in this video, because I put my money towards something else. And I guess in the long run, it is good. The point is to pay down debt. At least it went somewhere great. Otherwise, we've been perfectly on track with our spending plan. But that is kind of, I just want to wrap up this vlog. We did 4 workouts, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday was the same as the other Friday. I need to plan, actually this Friday wasn't even that. I was going to do my workout. I was not going to DoorDash because I was worried about the roads and the snow. And then I realized I was making excuses because it wasn't that bad. And I was extremely tired just with, you know, that first full week. I know I talked about that. I ended up falling asleep for an hour on Friday. And then I woke up with another notification from DoorDash. And I was like, you have this goal. You have to do it. So I went and did that. And then when I came home, I went back to sleep. And then Saturday, it was kind of just wild. So we did 4 workouts, 6 dog walks, or 5 dog walks, and then 1 when he sprinted around in the field, but it was exercise, 6 of those. Sunday, we stayed inside because it's negative now. But we did that. Spending plan was perfect. And we lost exactly 2 pounds this week. So awesome. I'm going to edit that vlog today and get that up to either post tonight or tomorrow morning, depending on how long it takes me. And we're going to go into week 3 of year 2025. So I am excited. And I think it's a good week. And we're going to finish out this week. Do we have 2 or we have 3 weeks left? Yeah. So that is what this month is going to be. The workouts routine, the dog walking routine, just to get back there, and then eating and our spending plan are kind of the bigger thing, and then the DoorDash. And then February, we will reassess and add in some more. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.